session of the week, a little different version of our typical routines. So we're going to do what's called a repeat workout. And the repeat just simply means that we are going to go through the first section of the workout, and then instead of going through the entire workout, we're going to actually repeat that same section again and then move on to the next section or bulk of exercises. And so there's 3 different sections and 3 different repeats within the entire body of the workout today. You'll get the hang of it. Of course, the first time through, we'll go 1 exercise at a time, and then the second time through, we will layer or link some exercises together. There are a few new exercises to introduce today, but again, they're just really just variations of our traditional Fab 5 exercises, okay? So let's go ahead and begin with our warm-up. So chest expansion, exhaling on the expansion, inhaling on the scooping. One more. Split arms up and back. So I think today's focus is just primarily going to be awareness of how your body feels with this different type or style of routine. Repeating obviously the same exercises. Let's go down to cat and cow. Is going to be different. So anytime we learn something and apply something different, our body reacts maybe or responds differently. So just being aware of how we're feeling. Also, it's the 3rd session of the week, so we're at the tail end of the week. So just be aware of how just, physically you're feeling. And try to connect with your breathing as much as possible. Good. All right, dynamic. Also, another thing I wanted to mention, let's go ahead and come to a seated position, is that, I really do value or appreciate the weekly connections. It's a really nice way for me to hear how you're feeling. Let's come on down with our knees. We're going to go right into our 100 and keeping our legs bent today. Go ahead and begin. The weekly connections, it's a great way for me to inquire, and get responses, answers, and feedback from you. But also some of you have been really great about asking questions, during that time and sharing information. So really helpful. I feel like I'm able to connect a lot more with my students with distance learning than with face-to-face. So that's, I think, one positive that I'm taking from this experience. So, feel free to, comment or send questions along with your weekly connections. If you're concerned about a certain exercise, whatever it is, maybe a modification that was needed, whatever it is, feel free to do that. All right, we're going to go ahead and finish up here if you haven't already. We'll go into our leg circles on our back. Leg up, bent knee, open hip. We're going to start with small circles. And then I want you to size up, so a little bit bigger. And back to the top. Let's reverse with small. little bit bigger, size up. Good. Let's switch legs. Up, bend, open, small. Size up, bigger. And at the top, reverse small. And bigger. And leg down. Good. Okay, so we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 exercises in this first section before we go into the next section, which begins with roll up. So we're going to go ahead and go one exercise at a time, starting with our single leg. So traditional single leg, go ahead and bring your knees in, head and shoulders up. We're scooping, hands over the top, gentle pull on the knee. Breathing, pressing that low back down into the mat. Remember, we're activating these muscles by pulling in, scooping, and holding. One of my students mentioned that she wasn't too sore, but she realized that she wasn't holding those muscles, so activating those muscles for the entire movement. And so once she did that, the soreness came. So every time I say we're scooping, that means that we are activating and holding on. And rest. New exercise here. This is called frog leg. So this is just another variation of our double leg stretch. Go ahead and bring both knees in. We're going to lift our head up, and I'm going to bring my hands behind my neck, and I'm going to part my knees, keeping my legs bent. I'm going to extend my legs out, keeping my legs straight and parted, bring them back in, bent. So it's out, V position of the legs, in, V position of the knees, out, exhale, in, inhale, out, in, out, in, out, and in, and rest. Next exercise is crisscross. So we're going to do traditional crisscross today, just very slowed down. Go ahead and bring your knees in. Remember, we're just warming up, okay? Head and shoulders up. Again, hands behind our neck, and go ahead and begin our traditional crisscross. Remember, we rotate across that rib cage, keeping the rear on the mat. We do not over rotate. Scooping, and of course breathing. Do not pull on the neck. We're just lifting and rotating, using our abdominal wall, the muscles, not pulling on the neck. One more each side. And down. Good. Okay, we'll do a little bridge work here. So our arm sweeps are going to be out to the sides. We've done this before, like we're flying, right? Parallel to the floor as we lift our hips up. Here we go. So hips up, arms up. Hips down, arms down. Up and out. Down. Up and out. Down, up and out, and down. One more. Up and out, and down. Good. All right, we have single straight leg stretch. Both legs all the way up. Head and shoulders up. Scooping, chin to chest. Gentle pull on the back of the leg. Single straight, nice and slow, scooping, breathing. Last one. All right, and the final exercise for this first section before we repeat again, this is called footwork. So it's another variation of our double straight leg stretch. It's very similar to, well, let's just say it is similar to frog legs. It's not very similar, but it is similar to frog legs, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and extend both legs up, head and shoulders up, hands behind our neck, parted V. So we're going to part our legs at the top. I'm going to lower in V, and then I'm going to bend my knees and point my toes towards each other as I pull my knees in and my legs up to start. So we keep this V position. It's straight leg out, bent knee, toes in towards your body. Again, V position at the top. So this is called footwork. Out, in, and up. Exhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Good. And rest. Okay, so we are going to start again with the single leg. We're actually going to link the first two exercises together. So repeating, single leg followed by our frog legs, okay? So back to back, single leg right into frog legs, and I'll cue you in on the frog legs again to explain what we're doing. Again, trying to build stamina, endurance here, but also create some flow. Okay, so go ahead and bring your knees in. And we're going to go ahead and start with our single leg. Remember, second time through, it's a good thing to maybe focus on your exhale and really pressing or pushing that breath out as far as you can. Take your mind off of any soreness or fatigue. We're going to go right into frog legs. Bring the knees in, part the knees, hands behind your neck, extension out and in. One more time. And feet down. Good. All right, so next we have crisscross traditional, and then we'll pause for just a moment, and then we'll go into our bridge, and we're going to bridge with our arms out to the sides, just like last time, okay? Go ahead and bring your knees in, head and shoulders up, hands behind your neck, and go ahead and start your crisscross. Last one each side. Good. Feet down, arms down. Okay, bridging with a side outward arm sweep. Here we go, up and down and up and down and up and down, up and down. Nice job. All right, so next we're linking our last two exercises together. So we have single straight, and then we're going to go into our new exercise called footwork. Good. All right, both legs all the way up. Single straight, gentle pull on the back of the leg. Still scooping, still breathing. Let's see if we can increase that flexibility in that hamstrings on each leg. One more each leg. Both legs up, part at the top, hands behind the neck, footwork, lower in V. Bend the knees, point the toes towards each other. Up, down, feet in, knees in. One more. Good. Feet down, head down. Nice job. All right, so we're in the second section of the workout or the session, and we're going to go ahead and start that with our roll up. We are going to try something different if you can. If not, I want you to attempt it first, but if you cannot do it, I want you to continue with our roll-up holds that we've been practicing, okay? So slight bend in the knees. Arms start out stretched behind our head, as usual. We're gonna see if we can pull up to a vertical position with our body, okay? Everything is the same. We sweep the arms, we scoop, activate the pelvic floor muscles, and come up, top, and roll down, slowly, returning the arms back behind us. If you need assistance, you can hold on to your legs and gently pull yourself up if you can, if need be, and then release the arms or the hands when you come back down. Again, if you cannot come up to a tall position, seated position, just still doing your holds as high as you can, right? And then come on down. We're just testing ourselves. See if we've made any progress with the roll-up. One more, and then we're going to roll to our sides, push ourselves up, and do some roll downs. Good. All right, the roll downs, a little different today in that we are going to open up with our trunk when we roll down, okay? And we've done this before. It's just a slight opening, right, of the trunk or the chest. We're not over rotating at all. So arms are up, out in front, collapse our spine. We're going to lean back, open left, back to center, open right, back to center, lift up, drop the arms. And back, open, open, and up. Exhale down. And up. Last one, down. And up. Good. All right, legs out and together. So our seated twist is going to be a little bit different today, just our arms. Last time we did a hands behind the head, and then we opened with the arm extension, right? This one we're gonna go ahead and start with our hands interlocked out in front. And so our arms are just slightly rounded, but about chest height, okay? Hands are interlocked, sitting up tall. We're twisting in one direction, coming back to center, twisting, opposite direction. Continuous breathing. I like this one because I feel like I can pull, assist, right, in the twist. Pull my arm, which rotates a little bit deeper into that twist. Good. Back to center. Front stretch, arms outstretched up above, keeping the legs together and straight. Over the top. In, up. Exhale. Last one. Good. Go ahead and bend your knees. All right, so we have our seated balance, and we're gonna do a leg drop. So keeping the legs bent, and we're gonna reach up. So it looks like this. Let me demonstrate. Seated balance. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my hands on the top of my knees, and I'm going to make sure that I'm sitting up tall. So my trunk is tall, my back is flat, and I'm going to keep my feet as high as my knee, and I'm going to drop my left foot down and reach with my left arm up. And I'm going to bring my left foot back up with my left hand down to my knee, drop my right foot down, reach up with my right arm, bring it back to start. So very controlled move, very slowed down. That's pretty much what controlled means, right? It's a very balance dependent exercise. So it takes focus and strength. One more. Good. All right, feet down, relax your back, knee hug. All right, so we have rolling like a ball. So go ahead and layer your mat if you need that added support right now. Rolling like a ball, we're gonna put our hands over the top of our knees today rather than underneath our knees, okay? So everything else is the same. Hands over knees, seated balance position, scooping, rounded. We're simply rolling back and rolling up. Control, focus on the scooping. Keep the legs in the same position from start to finish. Legs are static, arms are static. Keep your head down. Head should not be making contact with the mat. Figure out your pace. One more. Good. All right, go ahead and put your mat back in position. We're gonna go ahead and lean back on our elbows for our leg work here. All right, so one leg is going to be straight and one leg is going to be bent. So the straight leg is doing the work. Let me show you from here. Straight leg is doing the work. So I am going to pull my knee in and out while bending it. See that? So it's out at an angle. And then I'm extending my leg down. And then I'm pulling my knee in and extending it. So it's two different angles. Remember, rib cage is lifted nice and high. If you need to put your hands behind your back so that that happens. Here we go. We're going to come out and in and out and in. Out. You find what range of motion works for you on that outward open angle. If it needs to be higher, then it's higher. It's not as low, then that's fine. Last one. Good. All right, let's bend that knee. Let's straighten that leg, other leg. Here we go. Out and in. Out and in. Rib cage is lifted. Out and in. Out and in. Last one. Out and in. Good. Sit up. Spine stretch. Legs are split. Big stretch. One more. Good. All right, legs to the side for mermaid. Haven't done this in a while. Legs folded off to the side. Make sure we're sitting up as tall as we can from our pelvis up. Hand down on the mat. Traditional mermaid, sitting up tall. Side bend. And over. One more. Good. Switch your legs over to the other side. Find your position, sitting up tall, and bend. One more. Good. All right, come to a seated position. Knee hug here. We'll center ourselves before we go back down to our mats on our backs and then repeat that same section of exercises again. So now you know if you're able to sit up a little bit taller, roll up a little bit taller in that roll up, or if you need to assist yourself and you can still do it, but just with assistance, that's fine. Or if you're still at that hold stage, which is absolutely fine as well, we're still practicing the same contractions of the muscles, utilizing those muscles, activating those muscles. So it's just wherever you are in your stage right now. All right, so let's go ahead and come on down. Arms back behind us. So the difference here in this part of the workout is that we have a roll up and a roll down. So on the last roll up, we're going to go ahead and just finish at the top, unless you're doing roll up holds. So if you're doing roll up holds, you're still going to roll to your side, push yourselves up, and then come up at the top to start with us at the top, okay? Otherwise, if you're able to get all the way to the top, that's where we will finish, and I'll cue you into that. Slight bend of the knees, again, roll up, assist, or hold, or all the way to the top. Here we go, up. And down. When you come down, scoop, connect the low back first, middle back, upper back, and head. All right, we have one last roll up. Finish at the top or roll to your side and push yourselves up after your last hold. Good. All right, so we have those roll downs with our opening left and right. Here we go, arms outstretched, lean back and open. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. One more. All right, legs extended, seated twist. Remember, we are interlocking our hands today, rounding our arms, sitting up tall, and twist. Controlled move, twist. One more each side. And front stretch. One more. Good. All right, seated balance with that leg drop and arm extension. Hands over the top of the knees. We're gonna go ahead and flatten our back, sitting up tall. Lift our feet up to knee height here. We're gonna drop and reach. Of course, this is very much a supportive or a postural exercise for strengthening. So our lower back is really supporting this exercise, this movement, but our hips as well, right? This held position, but also the movement. One more each leg. and feet down. Knee hug. All right, rolling like a ball. So if you need to layer your mat now. Remember, just like the first time, our hands are going to be over our knees when we roll. All right, here we go. Position and roll. Staying scooped through the move. Trying to control your pace. One more. Good. All right. Go ahead and put your mat back if you need to. And we're going to come back onto our elbows for our leg work here. All right. Working leg is straight, other leg is bent. Rib cage is nice and high. We're going to pull that knee out, leg back, knee in and back, out, in, out, in, one more, out, and in. Good. Bend this leg, straighten the other leg. Rib cage high. Here we go. Out and in and out. More hip strengthening. In. That's where our core is, right? That's where all of our energy comes from. In. How we're able to move and lift is from our core. Good. All right, sit up. Legs are split. Spine stretch. All right, legs to our side for our mermaid. All right, so now that we've gone through this exercise once, we should be able to go into maybe a deeper side bend, side stretch, okay? So let's see if we can focus on that. Sitting up tall, here we go. Staying in control, staying tall in our trunk. One more. Good. And switch your legs. So you'll notice that I'm going down a little bit more on my elbow because I can go into a deeper side bend, and then I'm pulling on my shin to assist my stretch to the other side. Here we go. You don't have to do that, but if you feel like you can, try it. Last one. Good. All right, let's knee hug to center ourselves, and we are 2/3 of the way through. So we have the remainder of our workout is with our exercises on our tummy, okay? So we have this section of the workout is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, a lot more. So we have 9 exercises. So actually there were 9 in the middle section, but the first section only 6 exercises. So again, 9 exercises to close out this routine. We'll go through each one individually and then we will link some together. So for the most part, we have practiced all of these. There are a couple of exercises where we're going to change it up, or I'm going to introduce, a new style. But for the most part, it's the same type of exercise that we've done in the past. So let's go ahead and turn over onto our tummies. I hear landscapers outside, so I might have to close a window soon. Okay, so we have slow swim. And so slow swim again, we're lifting opposite arm, opposite leg, and holding it at the top, okay? Keeping our pelvis down, glutes are engaged, and we're breathing. So our chest is high up off of the mat. We're just resting here on our elbows, and I'm gonna lift and down. Lift and down. One more each side. Good. Let's come up onto our elbows for single leg kicks. Hips are up. Pulling those abdominals up, holding them there. We're going to pull the heel in and pull the other heel in. When we pull the heels in, we tighten the glutes, engage the hamstrings here. Breathing. One more each side, and come on down. All right, double leg kick. So we've done this once before. Go ahead and bend your knees. And I'm going to rest here on my chin, and I'm going to bring my hands behind my back and interlock my hands. So this is the one where I said if you want to just part your hands, you can, and then you're just reaching back. But if you can interlock your hands, that's the traditional double leg kick, okay? So we're going to lift our chest and extend, and lift our thighs and extend our arms and our legs behind us. Hyperextending our back, pull it down, bend the arms, bend the knees. Exhale up, inhale down, exhale up and down. Up, down, one more. Good. Hands at your sides, legs down, push up and back for low back stretch. All right, from here, table position. Okay, so we're gonna do some leg work here, but even though the leg is the movement, we're still making sure that we're pulling our abdominal wall up and in so that our back is stabilized, okay? So table position isn't just about the leg work. It's also about our core, our trunk staying nice and strong, okay? Just like with push-ups, we wanna make sure our core is nice and strong. Okay, so I am going to do a bent knee lift back. So it looks like this, up, and then I'm going to extend my leg out and then pull my leg down and pull my knee in. And then I'll go to my other side, okay? So lift up, extend out, pull down and in. Other leg, up, out, down, and in. Nice and slow, up, out, down, and in. Up, down, and in. Up, down, and in. Up, down, and in. Up. One more each leg. All right, kneeling tall. So, arms are up. So we're gonna do lean backs here. Arms are up to start. Remember, glutes are engaged, nice and strong. When I lean back, I'm gonna bring my arms out to my sides. Lean forward, arms up. Lean back, out, up, back, up. So notice it's not a big lean back. And up, and back, and up. Good. All right. High plank into downward dog. So, high plank. Feet are a little bit wide, hips are down. I'm going to pull back, hips come high, I'm pulling down into my heels, sinking into my shoulders, come back to high plank, hips down. Dynamic, downward dog, high plank. Back and down. Strength here, back and down, back and down. One more, back and down. Bringing your knees down, low back stretch with your arms back behind you. Take some pressure off of those shoulders. So you don't have to do push-ups to improve upon your upper body strength. Good. All right. We're going to come on down to our side. Come all the way down with your hand supporting your head here. So we're going to do some leg work here. And these are called mini straight leg lifts. So they're like little tiny lifts, kind of like pulses, but our leg is straight, so it's nice and strong and tight. And then we're going to do a front knee pull, so just a different range of motion for our legs. So put your hand out here in front. So it looks like this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm pulling my knee forward, coming back. Keeping this leg nice and strong. Connect this bottom hip to the mat. Pull your abdominals in and breathe. Here we go. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and back. One more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and back. Good job. All right. I want you to bend the bottom leg. You're going to come up onto your elbow. I'm going to bring my arm on top of this straight leg here. Keep my elbow right below my shoulder here, and I'm going to do a hip lift with an arm extension. So I'm lifting, coming up onto this bent knee, and I'm going to push my hips forward and lift my arm up. And then I'm gonna come down, arm down. See that? Here we go, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, one more, up, and down. Okay, so you should feel that in your glute, that bottom leg, because you're pressing down and you're lifting up at the same time. So that is activated during that workout exercise. So come on down. We have our 4 mini straight leg lifts and a knee pull out. Hand out in front. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and back. Again, strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like you're creating resistance, right? Like you're in water. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull. One more and back. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and back. Bend the bottom leg. Come up onto the elbow. Arm extended out. So you should feel this in that bottom hip. Here we go. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Good. All right, knee hug. I'm gonna go ahead and close my window while you're knee hugging. All right, so we are repeating that entire sequence again. So we have our slow swim, single leg kicks, double leg kicks, and then low back stretch. So we're gonna go from one to the next, okay? So go ahead and turn over. And here we go, slow swim. Focus on your breathing and also awareness of what's happening. How are you feeling? Connect. This is the last section of the session. One more each side. Up on your elbows, single leg kicks. We're gonna pulse at the top. Bring the hips up, pulse, up, pulse. Breathing. One more each leg. Come on down, double leg kicks. Fold your legs, fold your arms, and lift. Exhale as you lift. One more. Low back stretch. All right, from here we'll go into table position with that leg work. Here we go, up tall here in our trunk. Okay, remember we're going to Lift the bent knee, extend, pull down and in. Other leg, up, out, down and in, up, out, down and in. One more each leg. Good. Kneeling tall, arms up. This time we're going to swing our arms down and back at our sides as we lean back. Okay, so just arm sweeps up and arm sweeps down. Starting up, pull down and up. Pull down or back and up. Glutes are engaged. Down and up and down and up. One more. And down and up. Good. High plank, downward dog. Here we go. Down, hips down. Down, feel the strength. Down. One more. Knees down, low back stretch, arms back, rest on your forehead. All right, we're closing in on the end of our session, so maintain this positive energy here. Let's finish strong, okay? Let's come over to our side. We have those mini lifts. Hand prop behind the head. Hand out in front. Abdominals in. Pressing the hip down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and out. One more and out. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bend the bottom leg. Up on your elbow. Arm on leg. Hip lifts. Here we go. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Let's switch sides. Mini lifts with pull. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull. Last one. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and out. Good. Bend the bottom leg up on your elbow, arm down, hip lifts. Here we go. Up. Up. Last one. Up. Good. All right. Seated position for accordions. Hands over knees. Come on down and back and up. And back and up. One more, and back and up. Good job. So arm work here. We're almost done, you guys. You're doing great. Okay, so we have figure eights. We're going to do these figure eights. We've done this before, but we're going to do them at our sides. So we're going to stay out at our side position with our arms and just practice our circles, okay, or our eights, I should say. So sitting up tall, arms extended out at our sides, we're going to go forward and back. So you'll notice that your shoulders rotate, they round forward, and then they open back. Great exercise for our shoulder joints here. Tall posture, nice and strong. Breathing, arms are nice and strong and tight. All right, now we are going to bring our arms out in front, straight ahead, and I'm going to pull my elbows down at my sides. And when I pull my elbows back and down at my sides, I'm going to focus on squeezing my shoulder blades together, okay, and tightening my biceps. So I'm going to make fists with my hands as I pull close to my sides with my arms. All right, sitting up tall, extend the arms back out in front, palms down. Make fists, pull back, forward, back, reach out, back, out, in, out, back, out. One more, back and out. Good. All right, let's go ahead and front stretch, bringing one arm across, diagonally across the legs here. Just release that lower back, release the shoulder here. And other arm across. Good. Now what I want you to do is I want you to bring your arms behind you and you're just going to stretch forward, okay? And see if you can reach up with your arms. See if you can just release some tension in the front of those shoulders there, those front deltoids. Good. Arms around in front, reach forward. Sit up tall. Leg across, pull the knee in, up towards your trunk. Get that outer hip, glute, maybe even the hamstring there, stretched out. And other leg across and up. Pull it in. We are done. Good job. And leg out. Okay. Nice work today. I think that was good. It felt good for me. I hope it felt good for you. So that was our first repeat workout. So hopefully that wasn't too challenging for you. So we have one more workout, one more session of the week, and then a weekly connection. So I'll see you next time. Good job.